Hey guys, Clumsy here, and welcome back to ETS2. We still have the dirty Scania, but that will change in a second. So this is what we had in the previous episode. Yeah, super dirty, but time for a new truck. I've been wanting to try this truck out ever since. Oh, that looks like a very familiar train. Is that a TGV? No, probably not. You guys let me know. But yeah, I've been wanting to try out this truck for the longest time. And I said that when we get to the UK, I'll be trying this out. And now finally, I have a chance. The only thing is, I need to make that appear. Go out, go in, and there we go. And we buy a new truck, this one. The Mitsubishi Fuso, super great, full cab. Japanese truck, I know. Not really UK specific, but it is right-hand drive, so it's actually perfect for this kind of scenario. It's the closest thing we can get until the Project Japan map expands. So let's go and customize it together. I want a simple looking one. Okay. Yeah, we can get the high roof, why not? Because we'll be traveling a bit farther distance, so bit higher cab would be more comfortable for the driver, which is us. What is this? FPR, D-scale, E-scale. Alright, so I guess that kind of grows larger. I know there's a 6x4 chassis in here. That's the one. That or that. Highway or heavy, look at that. Look at how much that changes. But I want the highway one. Yeah, I want the highway. I want something for a typical box trailer. Although, why is that so far away? Let me see. The normal one, the fifth wheel, is over here. The fifth wheel for the highway is over there. So that means the box will end up to here. So that will be open. Looks a bit weird, but let's try it out. Maybe I'm missing something. Now for the engine, T4, T68, T7. Okay, I'm not really familiar with these engines. I guess we could go with a 460. Yeah, 460 should be fine. Not too strong, not too weak either. 12 speed retarder and 3.15 differential ratio. That's good enough. Good enough. This is how the interior looks like. If you haven't tried out this truck before, it's pretty good, right? Everything is customly built. And you love the sounds when you open the engine here later on. Not exactly the engine, but the sound effects that go along with it. There are also some... I got a mod which has the actual paint colors. I think this is how the actual paints look like in real life. I think I want the silver, to be honest. I want something plain. I want something J-spec. Yeah, something plain. Warm silver or Arcadia silver. Or just white. You know, actually even just white would work with me. Keep it simple, keep it plasticky. Keep it as simple as possible, super great. Or an EU plate, I'm not sure how that works. Okay, I don't want that for sure. Ooh, actually, you can have chromey bits here. Interesting. But I thought I could get like a plastic one. Couldn't I? What is this? Please drive safely. Maybe that's a Japanese sign. Why is it in English though? I don't know. But that looks good. So we can make that chromey. Oh, I don't think we can make... I don't think we can make plastic parts here so much. So we'll have to settle with paint. And if we're settling with paint, and I don't want it I don't want it chrome for sure. I'm not a fan of chromey bits. We could get a Japanese plate there. No thank you. I'm okay with it, whatever the default is. EU, I guess. Right. Also, I think these ones are customized. Are they? Does this come specifically with the truck? Super great. It does. It does. 295.80. I'm a bit scared what that will do with the tires. There you go. Let's copy that. Topi Industries. Okay, let's pick that then. I think everything is set. Fuso. Oh, I love that. Specific nuts and hubs. Amazing. And you, I guess, should be pretty good already. Yeah, good. Alright. Okay. Yeah, one more plastic parts, guys. I don't think we'll have a chance though. So let's just pick a paint job that we'll like. I kind of like that one, although it is a bit too dark. I would like it lighter, to be honest. The white seems like the good one for me. This one is pretty iconic though. We could go with this one, but this is a pretty famous paint job. Could either be good or bad, depending on how you look at it. You can go for like something in the middle. I don't know. What do you guys think? Honestly, I would just stick with white. But maybe let's try that. That is pretty famous for this truck anyway. And then we can switch on later on. Aluminum plate. We cannot really remove that. Yeah, not many customizable parts just yet. But everything is custom built, so I'm pretty happy with it. What is this? Plastic A or B? More plastic the better. Okay. And look at this. Look at that side mirror. Chrome? Full chrome? No, thank you. No, thank you. What is Airplex? Ah, like the grill. Okay, no need for that. What is this? Beacons. Oh, that's funky. Why green? And yeah, that one looks good for a box type trailer. Yeah, but there's going to be a huge gap in here, I think, because of this chassis. I'm not really sure why that is, but we'll see if that works, and you can always adjust later on. Stock rubber. Fuso black, Fuso white. Fuso white, definitely. Yeah. I'm still not sure about the paint job though. What do you guys think? You let me know in the comments, right? Nope. No. Let us have a visor. Yeah, why not? Why the heck not? So, paint job. Let me go back to paint job. White. Actually, white looks more posh, doesn't it? The green actually looks a bit weird on it. What if we pick the green one? No. I think really white works for this truck. I don't usually like just plain white, but for this truck, it highlights the edges in the different parts so much. I think we're going with white. Yeah, we can adjust next episode, but for now, let's keep it like that, right? Steering wheel, Apple iPad. What is that? Look at this GPS. Okay, I guess that's the GPS, I hope. Because otherwise there is no GPS. And I don't think there's any other accessory point. I cannot even put our CG mug in. Ah, interesting. Alright. So it's going to be that much of a minimalist, huh? Okay. Good with that. 146k. We have a lot of money, as you can see, because I slept around a bit. I let our drivers make some money for us. That should be good. Yeah, keeping it simple. Keeping it clean. Yes, I want to drive it. The old one, put it in... where was it? Was it in Rome? Oh, yeah, that's that one. I sold one of the actresses that we had. The one from Show Me. because it wasn't compatible anyway. Because we already had Mr. Capital's MP3 rework or reworks. I always get confused. The Bridgestone tires are actually pretty good looking, you guys saw. And the truck itself is beautiful. I think the only complaint I had before were the sounds. They were not quite the Krish Boom level, but I think given everything else, that looks magnificent. Look at that. Do those trailer cables work? We will see. It has been updated for 1.31. I think the 6x4 did fix it. I'm sure we had that in Transport Fever. That blue and white train. But I always forget what it is. Anyway, here's how the truck sounds. Not too shabby. Now it will take some time for me to adjust here. Because right-hand drive, you know, not really my thing, and that is a huge GPS, but fine. Not complaining. Let me just adjust the mirrors a bit. Okay, that looks good. Okay, and that one in front, is that possible to change? It is. Interesting. Okay, that would be nice to see. So when we're checking if we're close to any other place. Yeah, I think that's good. Alright, I'll keep that. The transmission, let's go with ZF here. ZF, I can currently have the Scania layout, I think. ZF 12 speed should be more than enough. Yes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It does not show the high or low, at least not on the truck dash. Oh, but this was what I wanted you guys to hear. So when I open it from inside, sounds like a freaking Gundam. Let us adjust the engine sound later. I think we need to make it a bit louder. But first, let us pick up our trailer from here. We are currently in Birmingham. Oh, pretty unique blinker sounds. A bit weak though. I think everything on the sounds department is a bit on the lower volume side. Maybe I'm just used to having it louder. We should be able to take that simple FedEx trailer, some toys, into Dublin. Finally stepping into Ireland. Coming from Birmingham first though. And it's actually perfect because I've been watching Peaky Blinders, where the main guys are coming from Birmingham. It shows a bit of background on how Birmingham is in comparison with the other places in England. It's actually quite interesting. I'm not sure if that has any sliver of truth in there, but maybe roughly based on it. And the accents are intense. Sometimes I even need subtitles to understand because the accent is very strong. Irish, Scottish, English accents. I think you call it posh English, right? Reverse sounds exist. Let us see if we can attach this trailer without any complications because we have a different sized tire. It does attach by itself. Beautiful. No trailer cables, unfortunately. Yeah, that's not been made. And yeah, there is a huge gap there. Mind the gap. I'm not really sure what that's for. Maybe it's for a specific trailer. Or maybe that's okay. I don't really know. What is that sound? Sounds like a lawnmower. Interior volume is 1. I think we can make that 3. Lights. Yeah, animations work. I love that. Oh, it is automatic. I think it's an automatic truck, but we're driving it in manual. I see. That's fine. So how does that sound for you guys? I think that's better. Let's keep it at 3, right? Man, it feels so weird driving on this side of the road. And yeah, I think the mirrors are still a bit... they're still old school from pre 1.31. They're a bit still wider on the field of view scale. It's not yet realistic scale. And yes, I still have the Project Next Gen texture, so you can see the flooring on this one is very different from the default, as well as the other textures on the road and the vegetation. So yes, all of those are Project Next Gen. And the skies are of course foggy weather. Man, this is so weird. I think we should turn right here. But this should be better overall once I get used to it, that is. Good. Alright, good. And yes, I am back from our short trip from in Bangkok during the weekend. There is an engine brake indicator. I like that. There's an engine brake specific sound. I like that. And yeah, the front mirror actually works pretty well. So I can see how close I am to that line. Yeah, not bad. Not bad at all. I guess only the sounds could do a bit more amplifying. But there are sounds. I guess just got spoiled with Krishboom. But these are actually pretty decent, I think. Another train right there. Maybe we can take a photo right here, huh? Only thing is, that car, I think, will be in the part of the frame. Oh no. A keyboard. Okay, there you go. Also, I have a couple of announcements to make. We have a couple of new games coming in the channel. Hope you guys are into that one. I'll let you know after I've taken this shot. Isn't that beautiful? Now that is truly classy. FedEx, why not? And remove the blur because there's a beautiful train in the background. Speaking of trains, I just bought Train Sim World Great Western Express. So we should be seeing that pretty soon in the channel, hopefully. I'm planning to stream it sometime this week. We'll see if that pushes through. But that is hugely thanks to our patrons. So our patrons, the ones who are directly supporting me in the Patreon site, patreon.com/theclumsygeek. We have gotten enough contributions that I can actually purchase the DLC now. And that's one of the main goals of the Patreon, as I explained in the previous episode. And yeah, it's perfect. So that is the first result thanks to the contributions of our patrons. So thank you guys. Thank you again. And if you are looking to support as well, go check out the page. There should be a link in the video description. Or you can also go there directly, patreon.com/theclumsygeek. But yeah, I love it. So we have access to games now that we won't have because of my limited budget. But yeah, thanks to crowdfunding, and thanks to your support, we can make that happen. And also, another new game I have, which I also want to stream this week, I'm not sure how I can fit all of that in, is Jurassic World. I got a copy, and that is huge thanks to Steph, aka Santoki. She gave me a copy of Jurassic World Evolution. She gifted me a copy. I was checking my mail, so we were still in Bangkok there. Then I was checking my mail. We were in our downtime, just finished shopping and everything. Oh crap! Up, bro! Let me pass, please. Oh no! Ah, man! These drivers don't give way, huh? So, am I speeding? No, I'm at 90. Okay, we're good. And I was checking my mail and I saw Sentoki gifted you a copy of Jurassic World Evolution. What? I was like, what? I was not even dreaming of playing that game anymore because it was just so darn expensive. Even with our current patrons, I could not afford that. But yeah, thanks a lot, Steph. Thanks a lot for that. Steph has a bit of a different taste when it comes to the games, so she doesn't really... She was a subscriber in the channel way before I went into ETS2. It was during the time when I was playing Ark Survival Evolved. That's where she found me. And she's always been into dinosaurs. So she said, since we liked Ark together, and she wanted to show her support, she gave me a copy of Jurassic World. So now, that is also accessible to us. And on top of that, she also became a patron. So Steph, thanks a lot, thanks a bunch, and glad to see you around again. Thank you for all the support. Even if you won't hear this, but at least people will know. So thank you. And yes, for everybody else, do expect Jurassic World Evolution to come into the channel. Hopefully I can stream it this week too. We will see. Yeah, we will see. And I am enjoying the view here. And even though I'm a bit weirded out with the proportion, you might have noticed I keep looking left and right because it really is weird to me. 80 kilometers per hour. Okay, I think we're good. I think I can actually glide down here like so. Right. Yeah, and cruise control like this. Stick to 80. And yeah, the only thing about this truck is because this is based in Japan, even though it's right-hand drive, it's actually using kilometers per hour. So yeah, we have to stick to kilometers per hour in the GPS as well, because the dashboard is in kilometers per hour, which makes sense. Shouldn't be impossible. Love the neon green gas stations in there. I'm not sure if that's part of the SCS default or if that was changed with the Satan 19990's Real Companies mod. Not really sure. Anyway, alright, so those are the announcements. 2 new games and hopefully more to come. And yeah, I'm pretty excited to play the Train Sim World passenger play with some passenger trains now, because before we were playing CSX Heavy Haul and it was all cargo trains. Now we have a chance of screwing up, getting passengers in London, I think, or somewhere in England. I think that is the Great Western Express. Good. So those are the announcements. I'm back from Bangkok. We have 2 new games, and stay tuned. A couple of new things lined up in the channel. And if you're thinking of becoming a patron, go and check out the Patreon page over at the video description. Other than that, when it comes to ETS2 news, I don't really have much, except for something that really piqued my interest. Alex shared a video last night. Apparently, Truckers MP, ETS2 MP, okay, and I am speeding here, will soon, I'm not sure if it's soon, but they are testing out, there was a teaser that actually MP will have traffic already, AI vehicles baked in. that is one of the most amazing news I've ever heard. One of the main reasons I don't play MP, aside from the trolls, is because there is no traffic, there is no AI. So like these cars. So only the actual trucks are in play. But if they can make it work, that even the AI vehicles are there, and it's synchronized, like if I see a truck on my right, the guy I'm playing with will also see that same truck on the same position. So if everything is synchronized, then that is perfect. Yeah, that is perfect. And I'm really going to really play a lot of MP when that happens. So maybe we can even start a new series out of that. I won't put it past me, but yeah, that can work. So I'm not sure when it will be, but there was a teaser, like a side-by-side footage of two players doing a convoy, and you can compare the different AI vehicles that they see, and they are consistent so far. So I'm really looking forward to that one. Okay, I think I have to slow down because we are dropping off here. Is that good enough? I think so. Yeah, we didn't really need to slow that much. M56 now. Good. I think I have to swerve here to the right. I was actually planning to do some Q&A, but looks like there won't be enough time. How far away are we? No, actually, it's still far away. Ah, okay, nice. It's the buggy GPS. I hate that kind of GPS. The one which shows you that the destination is up ahead, but there actually you have 300 kilometers to go. So yeah, we can actually drive more and do some Q&A as well. Perfect. Right, so I have some lined up in here. Let's start with the... So I didn't finish all the questions from Ansari before, so let's start with that one. Do you think ATS2 should be now coming out? If yes, then what would you like to see in ATS2? Honestly, I don't think that will happen in the near future. I think SCS is working with the layout, how do you say? Oh, these are pretty famous in the UK, right? Elevated roundabouts. Something I really like to do in city skylines. And I love the textures here. I wonder if they're next gen or default. I think they're next gen. So I don't think SCS will release that anytime soon. I think they're planning to do more DLCs. I think that's their business model right now. DLCs for the main source of income, and then free updates to the game itself for the gameplay, additional gameplay features like trailer cables, liftable axles, things like that. Those are all free. See, that's what I hate. If you see the GPS, destination's up ahead. It actually is like 300 kilometers away. Right. But yeah, I am liking the truck so far. It is perfect for this environment. Right-hand drive for the win. I love the mirrors. Super visible. Very functional. The biggest GPS ever. The dash is clear. I can see the speed clearly even without zooming in. And yeah, I think only the audio is something I'm missing out on. But yeah, okay, fine. So yes, I don't think ATS2 will come out anytime soon, but yeah, with all the map DLCs they have planned out, I think that is their current business model. I think they'll plan on expanding the US more and more, and improving the gameplay bit by bit via free updates. And I think they will continue with that for a significant amount of time. I don't think they will move to a new game totally. I don't think so. But those are my 2 cents. If you have some insider information or some theories, let me know in the comments, okay? Thanks, Ansari. And then we have a lot of questions from Jay. Thanks a lot, Jay, for thinking of all these questions. They are all pretty interesting and fun to discuss. So, First question is, how was it the last time you hung out with anyone? Friends and family only, not others. Friends and family only. How was it the last time you hung out with anyone? Well, this is fairly recent. I guess 2 weeks ago. I don't usually hang out with people anymore. As sad as that sounds. And I am loving this scenery, by the way. I'm not sure if this is ProMods, but you guys let me know. So I don't usually hang out with people anymore. I don't have a lot of friends here in Singapore. Before we had like a small group, but bit by bit the people moved out, either moved back to Manila, or most of them actually moved to a different country. So they are living in one of them is living in the UK now. One of them is living in New Zealand. I think some of them went back to the Philippines. Yeah, some of them went back to the Philippines. So we are thinning out, and I'm not gaining any newer friends, as sad as that sounds. And I think I did a little bit too much braking in there. Yeah, the braking on this truck is pretty strong, actually. Have to get used to that. So yeah, I don't really hang out with anyone so much anymore. So it's mostly with Mrs. Clumsy. But 2 weeks ago, that friend of mine from the Philippines went back to Singapore for a business trip. So we met finally. Was able to go out and hang out with a friend, and it was fun. I miss those times. I should do that more often. We always say we should make more friends here, but it's just, I don't know. It might be the age, it might be the preference, but as you grow older, at least it's the same. It's consistent for me and my group of friends. As you grow older, you tend to lessen the number of friends you have, and it's like quality over quantity. It becomes something like that. So before, you used to hang out with anyone, with most of the people you know from school or from wherever, and your friends and whatnot. But as you grow older, you tend to pick your friends, and you tend to only like really develop your relationships with a few of them, because it gets harder and harder to maintain. You all like have your own thing. Yeah, you have your own lives, you have your own priorities, and you have to really make time, and you won't be able to make time for everybody, otherwise you will not be able to do anything anymore. So I think that's a big part of it. I just think that on my end, I think I'm too focused on the productiveness side, doing things that I want, and not cultivating enough of those relationships. But yeah, that's something I want to do as well. I love the vegetation. Some people have complained about the trees, that they're not really summery because they're not as full. Like you can see, they're a bit like hollow. Yeah, not as many leaves. I think these actually come from Fael. Not sure, huh? But when I looked at the credits in the Project Next Gen, I saw that Fael's name was there. So maybe the trees from Fael's environment mod are these ones, are the same ones here. Wouldn't be surprised. They kind of look the same, and they look pretty good to me. They might not be as full, but they look a lot more realistic than the full trees, but they look like stickers, if you get what I mean. Slow down a bit. Okay. Where the heck are we? I have no clue. I'm just following the GPS. I hope it doesn't get lost. Alright, but yes, that's my answer to that one. But thankfully I have you guys. So even though we don't really meet face to face, my social level, if we're talking about something like The Sims, my social bar is filled because of you guys. So thank you. Alright, so let's move on to the next question. I like that. 3 bars, 2 bars, 1 bar to indicate an upcoming intersection. What is that? Oh, looks like something is under construction actually. Nice. So going to the A5. Oh crap, there's a car. Okay, let's let him pass first. Okay, and let's circle all the way around. And I exit here, right? Yes. I have a bad feeling about this. I think I did that somehow wrong. But I didn't hit anyone, so I'm happy with that. Man, this looks so beautiful. I'm sure this part is ProMods. Maybe. Wait a minute. I saw a beautiful junction overlooking that highway and showing that truck. Let's see if this works from this side. Yeah, either way works. Let's just hide that car in the back. Getting impatient. You wait there. I'm having so much fun with this road network. So we have a look at the truck. We have a look at the map. Everybody happy. Yes. Let's go with like that. Perfect. Loving this. Right. Next question is, what was the last thing that made you cry? This has something to do with memory, so I might not be able to remember the most recent one. This can be ignored if not acceptable to ask, or if it's too personal. So I don't usually cry. I'm a bit more of the, how do you say, monotonic, less emotional people around. But I mean, I'm still human, so I still do cry. What kind of traffic light is this? There's one here, and like a couple of inches away, there's another one. That is so weird. Can I move here? I guess I'll get charged, huh? If I do this. I mean, we have money. Okay, fine, I got scared. So this is a go. I guess this is wrong. I don't get it. I'm going to go here. I don't care. That is the weirdest thing. Yep. That is the weirdest thing ever. Was that intentional? That design? Or is that like a flaw in real life? Or was that a wrong placement of traffic lights? Or maybe I just didn't understand it well enough. Alright, good to go. We are entering the town of Holyhead. And I'm not even going to try and pronounce what that is. How do you say? Is that the Gaelic word for it? The one in parentheses. Bus stop. I'm not even sure if I've been here before. In this profile for sure not. But even in other profiles, I can't remember if I've entered Ireland from here. I always entered Ireland from the south. But this time we should be headed straight into Dublin. So the last thing that made me cry, I can't really remember, but I don't usually cry. I'm not very emotional, but I do sometimes. And this might be a bit embarrassing, but there we go. Holyhead discovered. And yes, that is a bit too slow. Still too much on the braking. I remembered crying over... Oh man. I remembered crying over Gilmore Girls. Yeah, I deep inside, I'm actually a softie, you know. I love those like real life series drama. And something about the Gilmore Girls dynamics just I don't know, it relates to me somehow. I mean, I'm not a woman. I'm not really like close with my mom, and not that close at least. But yeah, it just resonates with me. It's just so, I can really feel it. Maybe it's the production. Yeah, I actually cried over some of those scenes in there. And yeah, that might not be the most masculine thing to admit, crying over Gilmore Girls, but that's something I'm actually proud of, because I'm not really shy of my I think I might have gone the wrong way. Yes, I did. I should have gone on the right. Because the green arrows were very inviting. Yeah, the green arrows there. My bad. And the guard was not actually warning me. He was like, oh, another knucklehead coming through. Victim. I should have gone over here on the side. Okay, I got that. Yeah, there is a sign there. It says trucks on the right. My bad. So should I just keep this lane? I guess so, huh? I mean, they made a specific lane for us. But yeah, I'm not really ashamed to admit liking the Softy series, if you could put it that way. Okay, I think I'm in the wrong lane again. I don't know. This is such a confusing layout. As long as we get here, I'm fine. But yeah, Gilmore Girls is just a very, how do you say, very emotional series. So much feels. And it's actually one of my favorites. As weird as that sounds. I like to watch action. I like to watch thrillers and stuff. But that kind of drama with center on family and love and relationships, that really gets to me on a different level. That has so much feels in it. Domo. Arigatou gozaimasu. Konnichiwa. So yeah, that was the last moment I remember crying. I'm sure I cried somewhere in between, but that was the most memorable one. Should still stay on the left, right? Yeah, drivers on the left. Drive on the left. Thank you for the reminder. And we are here already. We are we barely touched Dublin. And you guys were correcting me because I was pronouncing it as Dublin, and I was pronouncing it as Dublin because I was watching Peaky Blinders, where people had very strong accents, and they were saying Dublin. And all that English accent, Scottish, Irish accent, they were saying it as Dublin, so kind of got carried away. But yeah, I think in American English maybe it should be Dublin. One sec, why am I parking like this? That is equivalent to doing a blindside reverse, right? I should be focusing on this side. Where the heck is the line? There we go. Should it be that bad? Can you correct it? The trailer is so far away, man. Slow it down. There we go. Okay, that looks perfect. And then maybe we can drive a little bit just so we can at least discover Dublin, because we haven't even reached the actual city. Good. Get out. There we go. Level 30, Elite. Also, if you noticed, if you go to my Patreon, there are like a couple of different ranks, reward levels, like the $1, $3, $5, everything, and they have the ranks, right? The name of the rewards tier. Actually, you might have noticed the names are coming from ETS2, like the levels: enthusiast, elite, king of the road, legend, and then what was that? There was like another level beyond legend, which I haven't even seen before. I think it's only when you get to level 100. So it'll take a bit of time for that. But yeah, this truck I really like. The visibility is amazing. Like, if you see the how do you say, the amount of things you can see from the windshield, and then from there on the left, everything is just glass. And even at the back, because it's a day cab, it's not a day cab, but you can actually see from behind as well. That's pretty cool, right? Or maybe it is a day cab. I'm not sure if you can fit in there, make that as a bed. But yeah, I love the visibility. This is a very practical truck. It doesn't look half bad either, right? Doesn't look half bad. Love it. We're going to keep it. And then I have a couple of trucks that I want to try that Alex and the others have been showing off in the Truck Sim channel in Discord. They look pretty good. Some old school trucks, Volvo F88 by XBS and the Scania 100 series. I can't remember what exactly, but pretty old Scania. Let's go and discover that truck dealer on the left. What is the speed limit here? 50, okay. That's fine. 80 now. And I always get confused. In the Republic of Ireland, this one in the south, are they using, I think they're using kilometers, right? Or is it the other way around? I think they are using kilometers, if I remember correctly. Yeah, that's 50 kilometers per hour. Yep, okay. I remember now. So we should be right more at home here. So this is a perfect Irish truck, I would say. Right-hand drive and kilometers per hour. Bus lane? Bus Lana? You guys told me trucks shouldn't be there. We shouldn't follow transport fever where trucks and buses go on the bus lane. So at least I remember that part. Pretty moldy wall. Oh, thank you. It's a bit weird, but thank you. City center. Yeah, I think that's Gaelic, right? Like in Peaky Blinders, they have this language that's not English. I'm not sure if that's Gaelic that they're talking or something different still. Not really aware of the different, I'm not sure if that calling it a dialect is offensive, but different languages, I would say. But if you guys have more info on that, let me know, okay? So if you want to download this truck, by the way, it is in the mods list. Just look for Mitsubishi. There's only one Mitsubishi in there in the truck section. And you can buy this from the MAN, the MAN dealer. And there's only a right-hand drive, unfortunately. So this is perfect for UK, Japan, Ireland. But yeah, not anywhere else at the moment. Well, you can, but it depends on your preference. Good. But yes, let's end it there for now. Hopefully you liked that episode, guys. Let's continue the Q&A in the next one. Thank you for watching. If you did like the video, please don't forget to hit the thumbs up button, hit the like button, and comment and share with your friends. It really helps me a lot. Thank you for watching. Catch you in the next one. And yes, please check out my Patreon page, especially if you are interested in contributing as low as $1 a month for the betterment of the channel. Thanks and have a nice day, guys. Clumsy Trucking. Oh, let's hear the horn. Sounds like a car. Rip. Clumsy Trucking. See you in the next one. Bye-bye.